What's up, everybody? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? What is up? I'm just going to sit here for a minute. There's always a lag when it comes to YouTube, man. Like, I'm already 20 seconds into the video, and we're not seeing anything on here. Where's the chat at? Where's everybody at? Got the live chat. There you guys are. What's up? What's up? It's been a long time since we've done a live stream, right? Long time since we've done a live stream. Golly, look at you guys jumping in here. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. I know I surprised everybody. I literally, man, just got rid of the 1980 Corvette. I did. Sold. Gone. Man, look at all your comments. I should have slowed these comments down. Y'all are too fast for me. Y'all are too fast for me. 243 people in the room. And we are, what, 2 minutes into the video? Yeah, I know. She's gone. She's gone. Well, you know what? I'll tell you about it. I don't have long to talk, so I'm not going to say loud. We already got some super chats coming in. What's up, everybody? Thank you. I appreciate that. Trucker Doc, good morning. And thank you. Let me turn this volume down so we don't get interrupted here. How much do you have? Well, you know, I got to be careful talking about that. I will tell you this. I'll tell you this. I did not make a profit on the Corvette. How many of you could have guessed that? How many of you could have guessed that I was going to lose money on the Corvette? I'll raise my hand. I guess that as well. I will tell you how much I lost. It's I'm trying to think in my head exactly how much I lost. So I bought it for $5,000 and I sold it for $4,000 to the first person that came and looked at it. I don't want a C5. I don't want a C5. I've got a C6. The C5. Look. Oh, I'm not crying. Do you see me cry? I'm sitting here smiling and laughing. Whatever. It's whatever, man. I have not seen DIY's live chat. Unfortunately, I've been real busy with my own stuff, so I haven't really had a chance. Yeah, you know, it sucks to lose money. Nobody wants to lose money. But at the end of the day, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I find solace in this. The YouTube videos of that car will make up more than what I lost. Period. And that's something a lot of you viewers don't take into consideration is, yeah, I lost money on the sale of the car. Absolutely. But inevitably, from the videos, we'll make it back. And it's no big deal. Now, let me tell you, does anybody want to know why I sold it? Anybody? In fact, go ahead and comment and tell me why you think I sold it. I'm sure that I'll be honest with you. Yes, I'm getting another C3. Here's the thing. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to go over a couple things and then we'll just move on. All right. We're just going to move on. So I can't read all your comments for a second here, guys. I'm gonna have to explain myself to you. No engine problems. No engine problem. Let me tell you something. We ran the numbers on the engine, and it came back as a 400 cubic inch from a 1971 B-body sedan. And in 1971, the 400 engine produced 255 horsepower. That's not bad for a 71. That's not bad at all. 255 horsepower, 390 foot-pounds of torque. All right. So why the hell do I want a C3? I got a C6. I get a lot of you saying I need to buy a C4. I've owned several C4s. I'm not interested in a C4. And a lot of you are not going to understand it because you're going to be like, wait a minute. A C4 has the 300 horsepower Corvette LT1 engine. That's a great engine. The 4L60E transmission. That's a great transmission. The C4 was a great car. I don't like it. I don't like the C4. I don't care for the C4 at all. I don't really like the C5 either. And I know some of you probably not going to like me for that. TK, what's up, man? What's up? I ain't heard from that dude in forever. TK's Garage. What's going on? So why do I want a C3? They're slow. They were crippled, literally crippled and choked to death by emissions. They're just classic 80s General Motors junk. Nah, not to me. Not to me. I was born in 1980. All right, that means I'm almost 40 years old. The C3 that I'm looking for, I want in 1980. I want a car that's as old as I am. Thank you, TK. Man, I hope you're feeling better, dude. I hope you're getting better. All right. So the C3 to me is one of the most beautiful Corvettes that was ever made, next to the C1. I like the C2 also. In fact, I think the C2, in my opinion, was the best looking Corvette ever. I love the C2, but have you looked at the prices of a C2? Go and look at what a C2 costs. Even a junk C2, if you could find one. They're not cheap. So here's the deal. The 1980 is the one I want because it's the year of my birth. I want to share that commonality with the car. Why? I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just one of those things. I absolutely love the C3, despite the fact that it is a very weak car. I think the body lines are gorgeous. The interior's a little clunky, but decent. And look, I don't need a C4. I don't need a C5. I've already got a C6. I don't want something along those lines. I want something old. I never see a single C3 driving on my streets out here. Ever. None. They don't exist. C3s are either sitting behind people's houses, sinking into the dirt, or rotting away in someone's garage. My goal is to take a garage queen and drag it out and breathe life back into it. To drive it. These cars are meant to be driven, man. Oh, shit. Sorry. These cars are meant to be driven, not parked, not set in a garage. My C6 is driven every day, every single day. And when I finally get my hands on a C3 that I love, that thing will be driven every day as well. You want something old and slow. I swear, it's comments like that, Jerry. Seriously, comments from those type of people, you don't get it. Like that's just all there is. You don't get it. Thank you, Robert Nelson. I appreciate the super chat, man. Some of you don't get it, and that's fine. I don't have time to break it down and bring it down to your level so you can understand it. All right. But for the rest of you, why would I want a slow C3 Corvette? Man, do me a favor. Go to eBay, and I want you to type in 383 space stroker. Just do that real quick. You're going to find that I can have a built engine with almost 600 horsepower delivered to my door for $6,000. You want to fix the slow C3 problem? Put a stroker in it. Now, you can buy one for $6,000, or hell, you can build one. I need a 400 crank. I can buy these parts online, man. Jag, Summit Racing. I can buy these parts. I can pull the 350 out. We can stroke it. We can stroke it. We can stroke that baby. And then the C3 is fast. It's that simple. Now, of course, with a 600 horsepower engine, we will blow the transmission to pieces. We'll literally blow the transmission, maybe break the drive shaft, and then inevitably we'll snap the rear end. So it will be a process. That is my plan. But what I need are solid bones. I need a good foundation. What I'm looking for is a car that has a good body, a good interior, practically all original, preferably all original, well taken care of, even if that means parked in a garage. And I would like to find a numbers matching. And then I would like to take the 350 out of the car with numbers matching. And I would like to stroke it to a 383 and put the motor back in the car. That way we have an all original numbers matching, but we have a fun performance car. That's what I want to do. Sell your C6 for a C7. No, thank you. No, thank you. I can't really justify. Do you realize that the C7 is really not any faster, and nor does it really have any, marginally more horsepower. The C7 is a C6 with a different body. Why waste the extra money on it? Unless you're going to go with a Z01. Z01's a different story. I would absolutely go buy a Z01, but I don't want to spend $130,000 because, number one, I don't have $130,000 in bank. And number two, I'm not going to go out and try to finance a $130,000 car. Not going to happen. All right. So Andrew Yarnell, progress on your Corvette and what you doing on the Jetta? The Jetta I gave to my brother. Thank you for the super chat, Andrew. I gave the Volkswagen to my brother. He's done nothing with it. He goes to work and sleeps all day, pretty much. So he's here right now. Maybe if he hears me talking, he'll get out of bed and come say something. He literally he's in bed and he's at work. He doesn't really do anything else anymore. My thoughts on the leaked C8. Andrew Costello. Almost seems like you busted me there. I'm literally thinking about the C8. I am. And I'm not going to lie to you and act like I'm full of money or I got tons of money. I don't. But if I want one, I can go get one. I don't have cash for it, but I could go get one. A mid-engine C8. I'm intrigued. I'll tell you that I'm intrigued. I feel like going with a mid-engine really distracts from what Corvette has always been, what Corvette is. But with that said, look at all of the big supercars out there. What are they? They're mid-engine. I mean, aside from things like the V10 Viper, for the most part, mid-engine is where you find, or supercars is where you will find mid-engine. So it did make sense to me. If you're going to have a supercar, you should probably make a mid-engine one. But a Corvette, to me, it just doesn't sit right with me. It just, I'm like, my mind's boggled. Like, really? You're going to put the engine in the back? We'll see. I have to see one in person. I got to look at one and I got to drive one. And then, I am at some point planning on getting either a ZL1 or a ZL1. I think I meant ZR1. ZL1. Forgive me. I've literally got something very exciting that I'm about to go do. I don't know if you guys will be excited about it or not, but I'm excited about it. All right, so 2003 Cadillac DeVille, that thing's sold. That is gone. I got people calling me, still trying to pick up that Vet. The Tesla Roadster, I have seen it. And that thing's what, $120,000? You can't beat it. ZR1, ZL1. Look, even you guys are confused. Okay, ZL1 is Camaro. Gotcha. ZR1. Everything's regular. What's up, man? Go check out his channel. Go check out TK's Garage, too. I think someone just asked me if I made a profit. No profit. Lost. I was going to tell you how much I lost exactly. I lost $1,000 on the purchase price. I put some fluids, some light bulbs, a couple of other minor things. So I'm going to say I probably lost about between $1,200 and $1,300 on it is what I lost. And it sucks. It does. But it is what it is. Whatever. Moving past it. Like I said, these videos that I make, they really help offset when I make mistakes. So, hey, it happens. And at least I don't come on here and lie to you. I could have come on here and flashed $100 bills and been like, ooh, I sold it for $6,000 and, lied about it. And nobody'd ever know the difference. But that's not me. I'm not a liar. I lost money. Oops. Now, let me tell you why I lost money. I'm going to tell you why I lost money. I'm going to tell you why in 3 days I was okay with losing $1,300. Oh, look at the super chats. Robert Nelson, my wife has a new Corvette and she is also looking for a mid-engine Corvette. Oh, she's looking forward to the mid-engine Corvette. See, I'm intrigued. I don't want to say I'm for it. I don't want to say I'm against it because I don't know. I've never driven one. Who could really say? Someone sent me a super chat for $1 and then it went away. So I think they took their money back. Hey, that's all right, man. That's all right. Thoughts on the 300ZX twin turbo, the Fair Lady. Beautiful car. Love that car. Would not want to work on the engine of that car. Have you ever been? I used to work at Monroe Muffler Brake in Raleigh, North Carolina. We had one of those come in. It needed some exhaust work. You ever seen the exhaust underneath one of them? Oh my God. I did MacBook and Android. I did say someone was going to buy it for $55, but you know how that goes, right? Anybody on here knows car sales? A lot of people are going to come buy it. I've got 30, 40 people that were supposed to show up at 9 o'clock this morning. Guess how many showed up? 3 people. Nah. So here's the deal. What would be your dream classic? Honestly, my dream classic would be a 1955-ish, anywhere in that general area, Corvette. That would be my dream car. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Do you guys know what that looks like? If you don't, go Google the 1955 Corvette. Oh my God. I lust after one. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Zachary Rayner. Any plans on the cruise? More cruise videos. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, but I don't think there's a lot of people interested in my Chevy Cruise. I got no real plans for it. It's a rental car. All right. What happened to your C10 dreams? Yeah, the same thing went up in smoke. All right. Let's move on. Yes, I sold the Corvette. Oh, we got a lot of people coming in that are new, a lot of fresh people. So I'm just going to run this down real quick. We sold the Vet. We sold the C3 for $4,000. Who is that? Had Not and Sons USA. Check out lot number. All right, let me copy this. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Let me bring this over to Copart real quick. Hey, you send me a super chat and you got a lot number. I'm going to take a moment to review this because you were kind enough to send me some money. I appreciate that. Oh, wait, I've seen this one. This is in Texas, isn't it? Why is it not showing me any information on this? Yeah, Texas. I saw this one. This was the rebuilt. It's 6,600. Where's the buy it now? It had a buy it now 66. Yeah, there it is. Buy it now. Yeah, believe it or not, this one is already on my watch list. But I absolutely appreciate you sending that to me. Thank you. All right, so let me tell you what I've got for you guys. Whether you're interested or not, it's coming to the channel. If you're not interested, please, instead of complaining about the video that you just watched and then telling me you're not interested in it, do me a favor. Just don't watch the video. I don't understand some of this stuff, man. A lot of people comment. They watch a video, then they comment how they didn't like what the video was about. And I'm like, did you read the title, the description, the title, anything where it said what it was about? You could have just not clicked on it because you knew you weren't going to be interested in it. So anyway, moving on. The Corvette Ben is here. What's up, man? What's up? Okay, I want to do this too. The Corvette Ben, a lot of you now, I've been watching the Corvette Ben for at least a couple years. And I already reached out to him. I already reached out to the Corvette Ben before you guys told me I needed to reach out to the Corvette Ben. Believe me, I knew who he was. If you don't know who he is, go check out the Corvette Ben, and not Ben like a bin. Ben is in the name, B-E-N, the Corvette Ben, B-E-N. Go check him out because he does Corvettes all day, every day. He lives and breathes and Corvettes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So here we go. Now that we got that rundown, I sold the C3. All right. So that everybody's on the same page. Sold the C3, lost $1,200 to $1,300 on it. And I'm okay with it. The Harley is not sold. Boy, got a lot of comments coming in. I'm doing my best to keep up with you guys. Now, I'm going to tell you what we got going on for the channel. Whew. I have been after a specific Corvette for a while, and I haven't been able to get my hands on it. I'm not going to go into too many details on it, but I will say this. It is a red 1980 Corvette. It is an all original Garage Queen. No modifications ever. Numbers matching, 40,000 original miles. I have not been able to work out a deal to pick up this car. It just hasn't happened. But today, the deal happened. Today, we have an agreement, $6,500. $6,500 for a Garage Queen. This is a car that has spent its life barely being driven, and it stayed in the garage the whole time. Interior, mint, looks brand new. The body, mint, looks brand new. 40,000 original miles. It is an automatic. That's fine. I know a lot of you are going to hate that. Hey, Nick Coble. I think that's your name. Nick Cobble. Uh-oh, Jessica's home. I want to thank you for purchasing my shirts. Thank you. Babe, I'm on a live stream. Just giving you a heads up. Run. What color is it? It's red. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get a lot of hate for the automatic, but look, as much as I would love a stick shift, and I do know how to drive one, it's not anything like I can't drive a stick shift. I am 40 years old, and it actually hurts my leg when I get stuck in traffic and I'm constantly clutch in, clutch out, clutch in, clutch out, clutch in, clutch out. I don't have time for all that, man. I don't. I'll settle for an automatic. Why are there AAR stickers over the car's lot numbers in walk around videos? Zachary Ranner? That's a good question, and thank you for the super chat. Happy to answer that question for you. Copart does not sponsor this channel. I am not with Copart in any way, shape, or form other than them giving me permission to record at their lot. Part of the agreement for me being able to bring you the Copart walk-around videos is I have to cover the lot numbers of the cars I am reviewing. And also, for those of you that don't know, Copart does not allow me to bring a booster pack. I cannot jumpstart my own cars. I cannot bring diagnostic equipment with me. And I'm not allowed to show any cars that are not in the auction that week. So a lot of you see those Copart walk-arounds, you're like, why did you miss the Jaguar right next to the BMW? Why did you skip the G-Wagon? I skipped them because contractually I'm obligated to. I'm not allowed to show you cars, to review the cars in depth if they're not in that current auction. Now, the Volkswagen's not sold. I gave it to my brother. Let him have it. All right. So moving on. Fix Bros, what's up, man? What's up, guys? Good to see you on here. Thank you for the super chat. I swear I have seen more love in super chat today than I think I've ever seen on this channel ever. And I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that because you guys slowly but surely are chipping away at that $1,300 I just lost, which really sucks. Really sucks to lose $1,300 and then have to go spend, how much is it? We're buying this for $65,000. So we're paying an extra $1,500 over what we paid for the one that I just gave up. And then we lost $1,300. So yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But like I said, the one that I'm going to try to go pick up today is just a beautiful original car. It's prime for doing whatever we want to do with it. You know, whatever we want to do with it. Stroke the engine is my goal. That's my idea, is to pull the engine. We'll make it a 383 stroker. Probably not something insane like 600 horsepower. That's a little much. We don't need that. But who's to say 400, 500, 400 to 500 horsepower? It could be a lot of fun. And if we don't smash on it too much, we may actually get away with not breaking the drive shaft, the transmission, or the rear differential. But if we break it, we can fix it. Now, the Corvette BEN, B-E-N, for those of you, oh, you sent me an email? All right, man. All right, so the Corvette BEN, a lot of you have said you should meet up with him, go talk to him. He knows about these cars. We're talking to the Corvette BEN right now. I mean, you can see in the comment section, he's right here. We are working on something. I'm not going to give out any of his information, but we're working on meeting up somewhere and letting him go over the car that I'm about to purchase. Now, I really wish he could go look the car over before I purchase it, because by the time I purchase it, it's too late. But hey, it is what it is. Justin H from Canada sent me $6.99. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Hey, Randy, love your channel. Keep up the good work. Longtime follower, and it's cool you work with Weirdbeard. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Justin. I absolutely love working with Weirdbeard. He's a good guy. Mike. It shouldn't call him Weirdbeard. His name's Mike, but it's like the name just seems to stick. His beard's not even weird. All right. Of all the cars you've bought, which one do you regret selling most? Christian T. That's a hell of a question. I don't think you realize how many cars I've sold. When I say hundreds, I don't mean like 150, 200. I have had and sold hundreds. I'm talking easy 500 plus cars. So which one do I regret selling most? None of them. Yeah, none of them. I don't regret selling any of them. I sold them all for a reason. I bought them all for a reason. They all got sold for a reason. Now, why did I sell the one I just bought? Mike came over here. he saw the cracking in the gel coat and he saw the horrible paint job. Look, the truth of the matter is what I was looking for, it was not what that car was. So why did I buy it in the first place? Let me tell you the story. I'll tell you right now, there's a story behind why I bought it. And you guys are gonna think I'm crazy for spending $5,000 for this reason. No, the Corvette videos did not make up the money I lost. Not yet. But inevitably they will. Over time, they will. They will bring in enough money that I will recoup the money I lost. So, no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't feel sorry about it. Don't be sad about it. It's fine. It's an initial hit, but eventually I will get that money back from you guys watching my videos. So, thank you to all of you that make it possible for me to lose $1,300 and not cry about it, because it's kind of a big deal. All right. So here's the deal. I wanted a Corvette so badly, a C3. I wanted one so badly, and I have had such a hard time finding one that runs and drives for $5,000 or under. It's been almost impossible. So I found this one. The guy swore it was reliable, it ran and drove great, daily driver, everything was good with it. Now, this guy was over 2 hours away. So I got a lift. I got a lift ride. A lady shows up. I get in a car and I tell her I need to go to this place out by Tulsa. And she's like, cool. Okay, I'll take you. She takes me there. Okay, let me back up a minute. She takes me about to the turnpike that takes us to Tulsa, and then she tells me she needs gas money. Now the trip cost me $110. And I was like, what do you mean you need gas money? I was like, you're getting paid $110 or whatever it is. You're getting paid to take me there. What do you want gas money for? She's like, well, I got to have gas for the rest of the day. And I was like, yeah, the Corvette was an impulse buy. This old car? Absolutely. Tell me what you think of my shirt. my fiance bought that for me. Yeah, so it was an impulse buy. It was, I was determined to get one for myself and for the channel. I wanted to bring you guys an old car that you just don't see running around the road anymore. So I give the lady $20 for gas, which I thought was ridiculous. And I get up there and she says she's going to wait for me in case the car turns out not to be a good car. I'm 2 hours away. I've got no ride back, and there's no real Uber or Lyft in the area I was in. I was way on the outskirts of Tulsa. So the lady says, cool, I'll wait for you. And then like 2 minutes later, she's like, well, I'm going to go now. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, but don't you want to wait? Because if I don't buy this car, you're going to make another $110 going back the other way. And you got to go the other way anyway. You're going back home anyway. Wait 10, 15 minutes and you could make another $110. She didn't want to wait. So she literally left me standing outside of this bank in the cold. I'm standing there. The guy finally shows up and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I've got $5,000 in cash in my pocket. This guy's got a car and I've got no ride home. Honest to God, I didn't test drive it. I didn't check the fluids, nothing. This guy, we shook hands, because that's how people used to do things. That's how you used to do business. You hold out your hand and another man puts his hand there. You shake hands and that means you have a bond, you have a deal, you have an agreement. Your word is your bond. Shit ain't like that anymore. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. People's word doesn't mean anything anymore. So now I'm not really hating on the guy, but he said that car was a daily driver. There was mouse turds in the floor, mouse and rat turds in the floor. That car wasn't a daily driver. The brakes didn't even work. All right, that car was not a daily. That is not a daily driver. He told me, yeah, you could drive it home, no problem. It made it home, no problem, but it almost killed me the next day. So, hey, you can always rewind this video. That's why you buy a car from me. Hey, the Corvette bin, I got $6,500. If you've got a numbers matching, original, beautiful, low mileage C3 for $6,500, holler at me because I'm literally about to walk out the door here in just a few minutes and go grab this thing up. Yeah, it was not a daily, but okay, yeah, let me finish the story. It was not a daily, but I mean, what was I going to do? I was literally in the middle of nowhere, no ride home, with $5 grand cash in my pocket. And you want to talk about not feeling safe? I wasn't feeling very safe at that point. So, I drove the car home, and after I looked it over, after I got home, I was just like, I was disappointed. I was like, I mean, the motor was good. I'll give the car that. It had a great, solid, torquey engine. No joke about that. I didn't embellish that at all. The transmission was great, shifted fine. The rear end obviously was good. The rear axles were good, but I have not I've never seen an 81 Corvette convertible. No, I don't. I didn't even know they made a convertible in 81. He looked at it daily and he called it a daily. Yeah, so it is what it is. I got ripped off. I did. And it was my own fault because I went up there and I didn't have a way back. It was 255 horsepower and 390 foot-pounds of torque. But look, I don't want to call the car a piece of, I'm not trying to say it was, but it required every suspension component needed replaced. All of it. I mean, front to back. Honestly, this car needed a frame off restoration. The interior, although it looked decent in the pictures, it looked all right. The interior had been painted with some kind of fabric paint. It was pieced together to make it look good. The interior was not great. It was okay. But yeah, I got taken for a ride, literally. So, the thing is, I realized that's not what I wanted. I wanted a car that I could put a big motor in for you. Not a big motor. Okay, not a big motor. I wanted something we could throw a motor in together on the channel. I got a lot of people on this channel that say, I can't change an engine. Are you kidding me? You know how easy it is to pull a motor? Like, changing a motor is nothing. To me, it's easier to pull a motor and replace it than it is changing damn head gaskets. All right, changing a motor is nothing. You're talking about motor mounts, exhaust, a few hoses, and a few wires on an old car like this, your torque converter to flywheel bolts, and your transmission bell housing to engine bolts. You take out maybe the radiator, fan shroud. These things pop right out. There's literally nothing to it. I've changed many a motor, quite capable of changing an engine. I've changed more transmissions than engines. So I can do it, but I thought that would be fun to put an old car, something preferably that's like a garage queen that's just dying in a garage, bring it out into the world, breathe life back into it, drive it, give it some use it. You just don't see these cars out there anymore. C3s, I've looked around as I've been driving lately, not a single one. And that's a shame because they are beautiful cars. Low horsepower, they're decent on torque, but they're just in my opinion, they're beautiful cars that are highly underrated. Horsepower is not a reason to hate this car. Go put a bigger engine in it. Hey, you want to have some real fun? Go put a 454 in it. They used to come with 454s. Go put you a big block in it. Not necessarily high on horsepower, but you get some mad torque from a 454, buddy. So anyway, that's the goal. That's the idea, is I'm going to try to head out and go pick this garage queen up and bring it home. But this time, instead of driving it, I think I'm going to take, this is even more fun. I'm thinking of taking the F-150, the red one that we rebuilt on this channel. Thinking of driving that one up there with a trailer, picking up the Corvette and hauling it back to see how the truck does towing. That could be interesting. That could be fun. All right, I'm going to try to read some of these comments right now. Let's see. How did you find that 1980 Vet? Facebook Marketplace. All right, we got a lot of comments coming in. Give me a second, guys. The comments just keep coming. Yeah, 454 equals big speeding ticket. Hey, that's a good size motor. That's a good size motor. I bet it's a tight fit under the hood of a C3. Sold it for $4,000. Lost about $1,300. No, as far as LS swapping, yeah, I see several of you talking about LS swap. I don't want to do that. I don't want fuel injection. All right, I've got plenty of fuel injected cars around here. I've got a C6 that's fuel injected. I already have an LS. I've got an LS3, 435 horsepower, like 450 foot-pounds of torque. I already got one. I don't need another one. I already have that. You know what I mean? I want a carburetor. You remember the carburetor, right? They're unreliable. When it's cold, they don't like to run. I missed that. I really miss the carburetor, man. And how about that smell? You do not get that exhaust tone or smell from today's cars. You know why? They got too many emissions, catalytic converters. No, you know what I like to smell? I like to fire up my car, hear that exhaust rumble, no cats, headers, and I like to smell that almost raw, not even not even like completely burnt fuel blowing out of the exhaust, man. Love to smell it. You don't get that in today's cars, man. You don't get that. I have an itch right now for a carburetor. That's all it is. That's really what it comes down to. I love the C3. I've got enough money in my pocket to go buy one. So there you go. But you don't have an LS in an old 1980 Corvette. That's true, and I don't want one. I don't want an LS in an old Vet. I don't. I like carburetors. Look, common misconception here. A lot of people think that you cannot get the same type of horsepower numbers from a carbureted engine as you can from modern fuel-injected engines. That's absolutely wrong. Cars in the 50s and 60s were producing horsepower numbers similar to what we can find today. You could do 400, 450 horsepower back then. They could do it, and they were carbureted. All right? You can absolutely build a carbureted engine. Look at NASCAR. Look at NASCAR. Or did they finally upgrade to fuel injection? If they did, that may be why I stopped watching NASCAR. Endura user bot. $5 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. You plan on getting an Infiniti G35 anytime soon? Not really, because I already have a Nissan 350G or 350G. I already have a Nissan 350Z. So basically, I already have a G35. Don't really need one of those. Yeah, you need to watch Cletus McFarland's channel. I agree with you, Jay Gott. I do watch Cletus McFarland. I absolutely do. And guess what? Carburetors and big old turbos sticking out of the hood, man. Love it. Love it. There's nothing wrong with fuel injection. I mean, I'm not dissing fuel injection or anything like that. Fuel injection is absolutely fine. It's great. It's wonderful. Easily tunable. But come on, man. Do you remember what it was like to work on one of these old V8 engines with a carburetor? There are no computers. There's no emissions controls. There are no sensors that can cause the car to die. There are so many sensors on modern cars. You know, a cam sensor, a crank sensor. Car could fail. You got timing chains that you could wrap around a tree like 30 times. You could make a chain link fence out of some of these timing chains. That's why a lot of these cars are unreliable. Jeez, there's too many parts these days. Look at these old pushrod V8s, man. There's nothing to them. You got 2 valves per cylinder. That's it. 2 valves, 1 timing chain. That's it. You got a crank, you got a cam. You want to mod it, you want to upgrade it. Nothing to it, man. Nothing to it. And if it breaks, you can generally figure out what's wrong pretty easily. Is gas getting into the carburetor? Yes. Okay. Is air getting into the carburetor? Obviously, yes. Okay. Do you have spark? No. Well, now you know where to look. Start at the distributor. Worst case scenario, right? Assuming you have no spark and you can't figure it out. Instead of going through all these different sensors and looking through all the wiring, go buy a distributor. $130, buy the whole damn distributor. Pop it out, pop it in, boom, spark fixed. Car runs, no problem. Carburetor goes bad. You don't need to replace each individual fuel injector. You don't need to see if you got a bad fuel pressure regulator. You don't need, no. You take the carburetor, 4 bolts off the engine, and you put a new one on it. Done deal. How easy is that? How easy is that? That is what I miss. I miss cars that were designed so that the everyday guy or gal could work on them. You are sexy as fuck. Thank you, Contain21. I appreciate that. I'll take a compliment any day of the week. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Next project needs to be a 442. What's a 442? I'm kidding. It's an Oldsmobile. It's an old Cutlass. Love the old Cutlass. You remember the Hearst? The old Hearst? Yeah. How do you feel about Copart sponsoring channels like B is for Build and Sam Crack? Oh boy. Owen Benoit. I knew somebody was going to bring that up. Well, let me tell you something. I'm overly pissed off. I'm utterly just aggravated and jealous, and I'm angry. No, I'm not. I'm not. Sam Crack is a good guy. I watch Sam Crack. I watch B is for Build. Sam Crack is who got me into YouTube doing these cars anyway. So, mad respect for both their channels. Congratulations to both of them. I have been in negotiations with Copart for 6 or 7 months now regarding a sponsorship, and we are still negotiating. So maybe, perhaps someday I will be sponsored too. But as far as I got the email, excuse me, I burped right here on camera. Copart does not sponsor me. No, they don't. Anybody that thinks that, you're absolutely wrong. If I was sponsored by Copart, I would be openly admitting that I was sponsored by Copart, because that's like something to be proud of, in my opinion. I'd be very proud of that. No, there's no sponsorship here. That's another thing. I don't do a lot of sponsorship type stuff. I don't like it, and it doesn't set well with me. Something like Copart, that's different, because they're like the main part of what this channel is. So I got no issues working with Copart. But I get a lot of companies. Once you cross 100,000 subscribers, it's ridiculous. So many people want to do sponsored content, and half the time I don't even respond to the email. If you've got a good product, if it's something like I'm real interested in, and I think could be good for my viewers, we could talk about it. But for the most part, I don't want to become a channel that everything is sponsored content. My channel is mine. This is my channel, and I'm not going to sign it over to other people by sponsorships. That's just not me. Other people want to do that. That's fine. This is a business. YouTube is a business, believe it or not. And there's nothing wrong with people running it as such. But for me, this is a business for me. Absolutely. Because I make my entire living off of this. But this is personal. This is mine, and I'm not giving it away. This is mine, my baby. I'm not going to give it to other people. You watch Boosted Boys? No, I do not. Yes, we're getting a new car. The Harley truck is down with Mike. It's waiting on getting paint. C4 and C3 is a headache. Don't even go there. No, I love the C3. I love the C3. All right. So yeah, that's the goal right now is where's the forgetter? Yeah, I feel like the channel is growing very rapidly. Right now, my analytics are insane. Right now, my channel, in January is a slow month, but right now my channel is growing at a rate of about 15,000 subscribers a month. That's huge. That's huge. And that's without any sponsorship. That's without Copart signing a contract. Do you think Copart would want to sponsor us from Fix Bros? I don't know, man. I can't answer that. You got to talk to Copart yourself, just like I did. I had to reach out to Copart and talk to them, but I will tell you this: Copart does not sponsor hardly anybody. There's a lot of big YouTubers out here, and you say most of you got that email from Copart. How many people did they promote on there in that email blast? 2. B is for Build, Sam Crack. That's it. Copart is not big on sponsoring people. So, for them to even be talking to me about a sponsorship, to even be considering me, that's huge, because they don't do that. There's not many people Copart will work with. So, regardless whether I get a sponsorship or not at this point, I feel blessed and thankful that Copart even considered me to begin with. So, working with Copart so far has been real easy. It's been a real pleasure working with those guys and gals. Yeah, it was a scary experience losing the brakes in the vet. It was. It was more than scary. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. All right, one more time. I got someone asking what the shirt says. Here you go. All right. Yeah. I mean, Fix Bros, I don't want to tell you how sponsorships work, because I don't know. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't know that builds get any easier. I don't know that they're just going to be like, here, take these free cars. I don't think it works that way. But like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not. Someone you might want to reach out to is, talk to Sam Crack or B is for Build. They obviously have experience with this, and Those would probably be the people to talk to, the people that actually have sponsorships that, you got an email about them, so it's legit, and talk to them and see what advice they can give you. Because I honestly, I have none. I just don't. Hey, man, Steven, we do what we got to do, man. You need a just like OEM shirt. Hey, I've actually got. I can't show you the aquarium because you're on my webcam. I can't pick up my whole computer. But yeah, I actually have some merch that I bought from Goon Squad, and I got merch that I bought from Fix Bros too. I always support channels that I like. Big or small, it don't matter. If you got good content, man, I support you 100%. Shout you out, buy your merchandise, whatever. Another one. What happened to the 350Z? The 350Z is in the process of being rebuilt. Yep. I did not get any cars from Copart. No, Copart didn't work out last week. Unfortunately, we'll see what's going on next week. I haven't seen. Here's the thing: it's tax time. Tax time is horrible for buying as a dealership or anybody else for that matter. Tax time is a hard time to buy cars. The prices at Copart are going really, really high right now. So this is not a good time to buy, and I'm not going to pay tons of money for something that we can't make money on. You know what I mean? I did enough of that on the Corvette. All right. Subscribe to PewDiePie. No. Why? Am I 10? No, thank you. Aren't you sponsored by AutoAuctions.io from my Crown Vic family? Send a super chat for $1.99. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. And yes, I am sponsored by AutoAuctions.io, but not the channel is not sponsored by AutoAuctions.io. The video series that I do every Monday, or I try to do every Monday, those are sponsored by AutoAuctions.io. And I want to make it very clear also that sponsored does not mean that they pay me or that I get a regular payout or anything like that. No, I don't. Now, what AutoAuctions.io has done is they're real cool. He saw me doing the Harley Davidson, and he said, "Hey, man, I want to contribute to this build." He didn't tell me, I need to go make 10 videos. He didn't tell me I need to say AutoAuctions.io 20 times in the next 30 days. It's not like that. That is one of the things I really like about Auto Auction. I am very picky about who I work with. I'm just, my channel, my name, my reputation is on the line. So I got to be very careful about who I work with. So Nick from AutoAuctions.io was like, dude, here you go. Here's a few bucks. Hope this helps you with your build. And you know what I did? He didn't give me any stipulations. He didn't put any contracts down, say you got to say or do this. No, but you know what? He gave me a few dollars to put into the truck, and I turned around and I gave him a shout out and I said, these parts were sponsored by AutoAuctions.io. That's how that works. But otherwise, I don't want you to think I'm getting paid from AutoAuctions.io because I'm not. There's no contract. There's no payments coming in on a monthly, weekly, bi-weekly basis. That's not how it works. He's got a good product. I believe in the service. I believe in his website. I think for people that are going to be spending any kind of money on vehicles, you should really use AutoAuctions.io because I use it. If I'm looking for something and I'm a little nervous about the purchase, I want to know, has this thing been run through the auction 2 times, 3 times, 5 times? Is it a third party? Is it an insurance company? I prefer to buy my cars from Copart or IAAI from insurance companies. That way I know I'm the first one getting my hands on it since the thing was involved in whatever it was involved in. I don't like buying from third parties. Man, there ain't nothing wrong with PewDiePie. I just don't like him. It's like some people saying that they don't like the Incredible Hulk, but they like Hulk Hogan. It's personal preference. Some people hate Chevy, but they love Ford. I'm not a PewDiePie guy. Well, you want to see me shirtless, you're going to have to keep waiting. This isn't a porn channel, and trust me when I tell you, you don't want to see me with my shirt off, all right? Thanks, honey. When you move into Florida. I'm not moving to Florida, Benjamin, but thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Not moving to Florida. Not happening. Give me a shout out. Well, hey, send me a super chat. I'll give you a shout out. All right, that's how that's going to work. Got to pay to play, buddy. Got to pay to play. All right, look, I'm about to get out of here. Where's the Corvette? You're just gonna have to rewatch the video, man, because we've got almost 1,000 people watching this right now. That's insane. That's insane. I really do. I want to take this opportunity. We're at almost an hour to thank all of you for being here. Thank you all for your super chats. I gotta leave, man. I got a long drive ahead of me to Kansas. This is a long, long trip, and I got a lot of stuff to do. Melobite, sellout. Yeah, I'm a sellout. That's right. Hey, honestly, whatever. I don't give a shit. My loyal subscribers, the people that are here because they actually like what I do and they like what I have to offer, I appreciate you. The trolls, I don't give a shit about you. So, PewDiePie. All right, man. I got to get out of here. Seriously, thank all of you, because without you watching these videos, I could not take some of these losses. It would be very difficult. You'd make things really, really hard. You guys really help make this whole thing a lot easier. So thank you. I appreciate you. And man, I wish Corvette Ben could go with me to go look at this car. But we'll have to do this one solo. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to buy it if it's a total turd. We'll find out in an upcoming video. Stay safe out there, everybody. We'll catch you very soon in the next one. Should I be like, peace? Nah, we're not going to be that guy. See y'all later.